Hello YouTube family, welcome back to my channel. Today's topic is a fat loss plan for short women under 5'5", and why traditional dieting advice has done you dirty in the past. So let's get into the video. First and foremost, I am also 5'1", so I am a shorter woman. And this video is exactly what I needed to hear like 18 years ago. But also, especially whenever I was 21, and again, whenever I actually really started my fitness journey at 27 years old. I am also a licensed physical therapy assistant. That's what I graduated college for. I transitioned into personal training and coaching. I also have various personal training and nutrition certificates. So, what I share with you today is based off of experience and education, not just one lucky draw of the genetic strip. Honestly, you guys, some people can like pick up a bicep curl and just like wachoo, or say, with women, they can start doing hip thrusts and then just get like big juicy booty. And some women just have a more flat tummy, and so their abs are going to show a lot sooner and they don't gain a lot of weight in their tummy. Let's talk about first why run-of-the-mill diet advice has probably fucked you up in the past as a short woman. So most generic dieting protocols have you losing weight at a rate of 1 pound up to 2 pounds per week. A lot of transformations you see online posting left and right are also people saying my 8-week transformation, my 60-day fat loss plan, my 12-week transformation, etc., etc. It's like you're primed to believe that a ton of change can happen in a very short amount of time. And while that's not necessarily untrue, it is just that it's not going to be true for everybody. So the problem is, let's say I wanted to lose anywhere from 10 to 15 pounds in 12 weeks. And honestly, for a lot of people, I think that's a modest goal. A lot of people have weight loss goals that are 20 to 30 pounds. That means whenever you do the math, you are going to have a deficit of anywhere between 400 to 625 calories per day in order to lose anywhere between the 10 to 15 pounds in 12 weeks. That's massive. Except, of course, for the 6-foot guy who works out a lot and he's used to eating 3,000 calories, 600 calories is barely a dent for him. He may be a little bit hungry, but it's a very doable diet for him. In fact, he could even opt for a rate of 2 pounds per week weight loss because he has so many calories to work with. It'd be hard, but it would be doable. The thing is this still also applies to women. It's not just men who can have high calorie averages. So women who are taller tend to weigh more. Obviously, there are exceptions, but generally their body is requiring more calories because they have more mass. Now, having more mass doesn't automatically presume that they have a lot of fat tissue. You could be a taller person with good bone density and more muscle mass on your frame and still weigh a good amount, but look lean. So if you take a woman who is a little bit taller, naturally she is weighing around maybe 165 pounds. Her average calorie intake predicted off of like Mueller equation and let's say average amount of activity throughout the day is around 2,300 calories in a day that she needs to eat. I really want to point out that activity level can have a large influence on what your maintenance calories are. Essentially, the more you move, the more calories your body requires because it needs more energy to then perform the energy. So for reference, before I started my fitness journey, I weighed around 122 pounds and my estimated average calorie intake would be about 1,900 calories per day. So assuming my weight back then and my average calorie intake about 1,900, which it actually wasn't, I had adapted my metabolism to fewer calories. I'd been eating about 1,600 calories on average because I used to be scared of a lot of foods and scared that it would make me fat. I used to think that if I ate super healthy that I would see fat loss. And that's not the case. You have to be in a calorie deficit to see, an energy deficit, I should say, to see fat loss. You could absolutely have a healthy, well-rounded diet and not be in an energy deficit. Go back to the numbers. Let's say I wanted to lose 10 pounds in 12 weeks. I would have to bring my calories down to 1,500 calories a day. I was trying to aim for 15 pounds of weight loss in that 12 weeks. It's just under 1,300 calories per day. This is exactly why you're always given 1,200 calorie diets if you are a petite woman. So while losing 15 pounds in 12 weeks is quite plausible for them, not really pushing themselves into intense diet extremes, for us, it's quite the opposite. Having to diet on 1,200 calories to see the same kind of results is extreme. 1,200 calories is not a lot of food, you guys. This girl posted her insane transformation on YouTube that she says happened over 2 months' time. Look at the difference. 2 months. I'm going to show you my side by side of 4 months of dieting. No wonder you are so primed to think that you should have a crazy transformation within 60 days or 3 months because of content like this. So whenever you actually get into the nitty-gritty of this video, and I will link it down below so you guys can see for yourselves, she had been eating about 2,400 calories, and then she dieted all the way down to 1,400 calories. So she took out 1,000 calories out of her diet. Remember, if my maintenance calorie average as my short woman self had been 1,900, if I needed to take out 1,000 calories to see a similar transformation, then I can only eat 900 calories a day. That is crazy. That is insane. Now, honestly, the math isn't actually mathing because she says that she lost 30 pounds in 8 weeks. And her calorie deficit was 1,000 calories per day, as far as we know. Dropping your calories by 1,000 should yield you about 2 pounds of weight loss per week. 2 times 8 is 16. And she's saying she lost 30 pounds. So it is possible that maybe she added some cardio to push her into a greater deficit. But the math doesn't really work for the numbers that she gave. So it's a little sus, but obviously she had an amazing transformation and clearly she looks incredible. I'm not discrediting her hard work by any means. It's just that these type of diets can be so unrealistic for shorter women. They're ruining your ability to see true progress because they're so crazy. You've probably followed a plan like this for 1 to 2 weeks, and then you started slowly falling off the wagon. As a woman under 5'5", these transformations are often pretty unrealistic, yet we just see them all the time. And it's just so detrimental to our mental health because we're sitting there thinking, God, she had an amazing transformation. She looks so good. She's super lean and ripped, and she did it in 2 months. I've been trying to lose weight for 8 months. And I don't look like that. What's wrong with me? Oh, babe, nothing's wrong with you. Nothing is wrong with you. So, things you need to know for fat loss as a shorter woman. 1, you might actually need to reverse diet first and foremost to bring your calorie intake up to a higher amount and help resolve possibly some hormonal dysfunction. When you are on very low calories, 11, 12, 1,300 calories, it can absolutely have an effect on your overall hormone function. So low libido, it can cause hair loss, it can cause a lot of stress. Your hunger levels are actually like dialed way up. All of these things are negative drivers to future weight loss. Number 2, if you are reverse dieting, you should absolutely pair this with resistance training. Even if you don't actually need to reverse diet, resistance train. Building muscle mass is the greatest tool in your toolbox to lean out sustainably. When you build muscle, remember you are adding weight to your frame. More mass equals more calories that your body needs. Building muscle, don't be scared. Don't be scared, you guys. Building muscle mass doesn't mean that you're going to be fat. Then as you diet down, you really start to see the leanness, more tightness, more definition. You really get that toned look that you're trying to go for. But that comes from having some muscle mass on your frame, certainly. The more muscle mass, the better. Where your body is depositing fat is genetic. Me, I'm a short girl, and also all of my fat tends to be distributed around the bra area, the low abdomen, and the inner thighs. I can't do anything about where I'm genetically predispositioned to store fat. So these are the last things to change on my fat loss journey. Whereas other women are naturally, they don't have as much fat on their stomach. They might start to look quite lean and defined in their stomach, and their, get really nice ab definition quite quickly. Whereas on someone like me and my body type, I've been dieting and I still have my lower abdomen, you guys. So for someone like me, I still have to continue dieting down if I want my low belly fat gone. Whereas other women, maybe they don't have to diet down quite as hard to get a leaner tummy. Yeah, it sucks, you guys. I know. But I'm here with you. I'm here for you. I'm the same. The third thing you should know, a more sustainable rate of weight loss for petites is closer to being between 0.5 to 1 pound of weight loss per week. Somewhere in between there. This means that your dieting phase will be longer, but way more realistic and successful. I recently lost my 12 pounds over 15 weeks of being in a deficit. However, because I took some breaks along the way, the total time is 18 weeks. 4 months transformation where I've lost 12 pounds. I feel good about it. I think I look good, but I'm not ultra lean. I still have my lower belly pooch. Number 4 is you don't have to do vigorous cardio. You can create an energy deficit, taking anywhere from maybe 15 to 20%, depending on how many calories you have to work with, and possibly increasing your daily step count. That's doable for a lot of people. Adding, if you need to, measurable cardio, not necessarily kill yourself cardio. All right. If you guys want to learn more on fat loss for the shorter woman, the woman who is under 5'5", I'm hosting a free live masterclass on it. It should be a lot of fun. I've got a lot of great information for you guys and some actionable steps that you can take right away to start your fat loss plan. So if you want to sign up, just head to my website, please. Sign up is on the first page, and I will link my website below. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you in another video.